Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to use SignalR in .NET Core to show push notifications using SQL table dependency. Now what is SQL table dependency? It's a third party um, NuGet, and we use that to show notifications when there is a database change, an insert or an update, or you can also use it in a delete statement. So that's where SQL table dependency comes into place. It works just like a trigger. Okay, so I'm using um, notifications to show to users logged in when there is a database changed, and to whom it's shown it also is specified. Alright, let's go ahead for a demo. So here I want to say hello everyone to all the logged in users. Okay, so that's a general message. Now I want to show a message to only the people who are in the IT team. 230614. That's a message to the IT team, and I want to send a personal message to, say, Rashmi. Okay, now yeah, that's all. So personal message everyone and to the IT team. If you want to see a new one, I'm gonna show you. So let's send it to Sam. I guess he is in the finance team. Yes, so let's say finance. Okay, so that's for the finance team. Alright guys, so let's go ahead to the programming and see how this works. Okay, and I'm going to show you how many users are logged in. So connection, I can see 3 people are logged in. Let's log them out one by one. 2 people logged out. Yes. Third person also logged out. Perfect. Alright, let's stop the execution and I'm going to show you the code. I'll be saving your time, so I'll be using the pause in between to save your watching time. So let's begin with a new project. I'm using Visual Studio 2022. MVC pattern and application 5. Okay. Give me a few sec. Okay, so SignalR YouTube practice. Next. I'm not making it for HTTPS. I'm just making it a simple one. I'm using .NET 6. Okay, so now we got our program, and this is the default one. So SignalR YouTube, and this is the first screen. Program.cs. We'll have to make some changes here. App settings.json. We will have a connection string here, and www roots. Yeah, we will have some folders over here. Models is empty. Views, I guess. Okay, we will make changes in the layout. So a couple of changes here, and I'm going to show you that. Let's make the magnification to 145. Let's make it 150. Okay, now program.cs. have. So guys, let's first of all fix up our NuGet packages. So go to manage NuGet packages. I don't have anything, I guess. Okay, so I will need a couple of packages from here. Let's just copy it from a previous program. Okay, so I need .NET Core, tools, SignalR. Let me install them and I will show you what we did. Right, so as of now we can see that Microsoft Entity Framework Core is running version 6.0.18. So we will install that. And then we will need SQL Server. Same, the latest version of your project. So if your project is using .NET 6, you have to use whatever is the latest in version 6. After SQL Server, we'll need tools. Okay, so tools with 6.0.18. And I guess we will need Visual Studio, web code generation, design. This one. SQL table dependency, whatever is the latest there. And finally a session. So pretty much these are the nuggets that we will be using. Yeah, and we make a build, and then we will have a couple of folders. Of which the build succeeds. Okay, build succeeded. Yeah, let me have those folders. So before doing some folders, I added an images folder and added an image picture there. I will be using it later. So let me tell you some important things here. You right click on this project and add client side library. Okay, this one will be used for SignalR. Select the unpackage, then choose specific files, @Microsoft /SignalR. Okay, so this one, it automatically selects the latest one. We will go into the browser. We will need the JS SignalR min.js and the normal.js. Install that. That will be kept inside your libraries. Microsoft SignalR. Okay, here we have both of them. Okay. Okay, now we need this one in SignalR. Okay, we have that. SQL table dependency is there. Session is there. All right. Let me copy some folders, and I will put this source code in GitHub. So if you want that, you can also take it from there. I'll put the link of GitHub in the description. Okay, so we need this repos, subscribe table dependencies, the middleware extensions, the hubs. Yes, I guess I need these 4 folders. Copy them, add that in the project, paste. Okay, let's make some changes. Repos, I'll have to make changes on the file name. This one will be SignalR YouTube. The application DB context, we don't have that. Okay. We'll need a data folder. Data. We'll have the application DB context in it. Then we will have all the models. Do I have the models? Okay, nothing. Let me just copy the model files from there. Application user, we will not use this. I won't be using the application user in this one, but maybe in the next program. So we will just need 3 files over here. Copy them into the models class. Paste there. I'm gonna change the file name. Connection. Guys, I'm a bit slow. If you want, you can just fast forward this video so you can watch these things faster, and that's also gonna save your time. Save them all. Okay, go. Changes in the application DB context. So I'll need all these things here. Model creating. I'll not need this. Configuring TBL user. using models. Hub connection is already there. Oops, sorry, I made one mistake. Yeah, this one should be inside the class, so I made them outside that way. Okay, so you can have a look at this program. So what we did on configuring is empty, but on model creating we have some text over here. So model builder dot entity, this is what it has to create when I have the models ready, and I'm going to make the tables. Okay, so now that I have the models ready, I think I should run the table. Let me fix up the program.cs. Okay, the default, let's not make this home index, I'll make it account sign in. We will have another page that will be account sign in. So this is going to make the application landing page. So account sign in will be the landing page instead of the home index. Okay. Okay, I need few more things here. Repos, hubs, middleware, why is it not recognizing? I'll have to check them. Hubs, okay. Notification, okay. TBL user, okay, this is the user table. Then notification, this is the notification table, and this is the hub connection. Okay, this notification hub.cs, what it is doing is it's implementing the hub class, and it has send notification to all and send notification to client, and we have another one, send notification to group. Okay, so on connected, what it will do is clients.caller.send async on connected. This it will call this on connected JavaScript file. Okay, save user connection. What it's going to do is it will save the user's connection in the table. As I showed, we had a table, this hub connection, so it's gonna save the person who has logged in into the hub connection, and this notification is whatever notification we are going to send, and the TBL user will have the list of users that we have. Okay, so um, let me see if I have fixed the connection. Okay, I haven't. Let's fix the connection string that's in the app settings.json. I'm going to copy that, and I will make a different database for this demo, name it 20. Save this. Okay, I guess I don't have any issues right now. Okay, few more. This is the this is the SQL table dependencies features that we would be using here. The first one, the constructor that's going to initialize the notification hub class. It has two methods: subscribe table dependency on error, and on change. Okay, so if it's an error, it will return an error message on the console. If it's if there is any change, so it will call these await functions. So we're passing the connection string to the table dependency, so it will check whatever connection is there, and if there are any changes to this table, this notification table, then yes, the notification table, then it will show us the change in a toaster. Okay, so now we have three methods. One is for calling all, one is for personal message, and the last one is for group messages. Okay, so these are the three await functions that we would be using here. Okay, alright, now let me put on the JS file so you will have more idea on what's going on. So the JS file is site.js is normally there, but we made some changes to it, so I can show you. Wait, why it's hanging. See, site.js is already there. We have made few changes, so I'm not going to copy that. I will just copy the contents. I'll copy the notification into the JS notification JS file. Okay, so what I'm going here is I made three functions, which is calling received notification, received personal notification, group notification. So for the time being, this group notification is not working for some reason, so I might have to comment this one out. So we will be using only the notification and person notification. I guess there are some prefix values which is not allowing me to make any changes in the which one, the SQL table dependency. Also this username, HF username, this is linked with the sign in page. This is another keyword that if you make any changes in this keyword, it will not work, so it has to be HF username. Okay, okay, what are site.js changes? Okay, these are basically the design styles that the notification is going to be shown. These are all the toaster notifications, so info, success, and same info for group. Okay, have a look at it. Alright, I'm closing it. Now we need a couple of more things here. CSS. Okay, I need the CSS. There is a small line of change in the CSS. Yeah, a row. Okay, so row is added. Now application TP context, we have already made changes. Now notification .js, we made changes. Notification hub. Okay. Now we need the sign in page. Let's first of all have the controller, accounts controller. Let's change. It's not picking up the repos. Let's see if there is any problem with the repos. Caps lock DB. Why? User repo. Let's do a small build and I'll see why this error comes up. Hmm. Yeah, there was a SignalR and the previous file name on the namespace, that's why. Okay. Accounts controller has a sign in button, a sign in function, a get and a post. So sign in page is mostly, I'll add a view for it. Okay, I'm using an empty view, okay? Using a layout or whatever, and then I'll copy that. Okay guys, it did not allow me to make the view because there were some errors. Let me show you what okay, it was not able to recognize these namespaces because it was copied. So wow, perfect. Now let's see if I'm able to build it. Okay, this is adding a view to the sign in method of accounts controller. We will have an empty one, and then I will put in the code in there. So sign in is not using any layout, so I'll simply make a control A, control C, and control V. So there is no layout for the sign in page. Let me explain what is there. There is a heading, there is an image, for just at the login page, like at the beginning we saw. So this is the image, and then there is a username field, there is a password, and there is a submit button. Nothing more, that's all. So what extra things we used here? Style sheet is just the site.css. We are using the site.css style sheet, and the bootstrap min.css inside the library, lib inside bootstrap. Yeah. So these are the bootstrap links. What else? That's it. Okay, sign in page is ready now. Okay, let me run the migration. This will create our tables. Okay, 1 second. Before that, let me check the connection. Have I made a new database or not? The app settings, yes, 20. Perfect. As it's the initial migration, so I made it init. This one first builds your program, and once the build succeeds, application db context. Application db context. Okay. I guess I'll have to change this one. Okay, don't worry guys, I'll add another application db context here. I guess that B. What? Then what's wrong? Give me a few seconds here, guys. Okay, guys, I think yeah, we haven't made any changes in the program.cs file. That's why we got this error. So I'm going to fix that in the program.cs because it's stuck here. So we have to make changes in the program.cs, and then things should work fine. I haven't mentioned the connection strings here, so I'm going to put that in here, and it should be all good. Okay, give me a few seconds. Okay, guys. So after fixing up a couple of errors from the program.cs, the program.cs looks like this now. We still have one issue here, and it says that in the NuGets we need to have another one, diagnostics.entityFramework. So I will install that, and I will see if that fixes this error. That is diagnostics.entityFramework. This one. 618 is the latest now. Previously, when I did the previous program, it was 6.0.16, and now it's 18. Oh yeah, that's gone now. Perfect. Okay. After installing the diagnostics, we have fixed one error. This one. Huh. Perfect. Okay. Alright, and there was another issue. Let me see if that one is also could be fixed. Yes, that also works. App.environment is development, then it will use the migrations endpoint, and if exception handler, then it will use this one. Okay guys, so now if you want to see that whatever um, packages that I have, you can have a look at this. We have all these packages installed now, and the program.cs looks like this now. And I'm going to do the package manager, and let's see if this one works. I'm going to do the migrations. Hope this works. Yep, seems it worked. Alright, so let's do the update database. Now it will create my tables. Perfect, it did run my tables. Let's see if we have the tables here. It was Godrej ticket up 18. Sorry, it was 20. I'm hoping that there should be a 20 and nothing in there. Yes, there is a 20. Okay, let's change this to 20. All the tables are there. Okay, perfect. 3 tables, perfect. Okay. Alright, let's fix the other things in there. So now that we have the migrations, the tables are all set up. Sign in page is ready. Let's make some changes in the layout because we haven't set up the the session anywhere. Okay, so we will have a logout, and the logout is going to controller would be account. It's going to sign me off. Let's see, we have the logout in our account controller or not. Yes, we have it. Okay, it will remove the session and it will log out the user. No, we need few more things. We need to set up the injecting the HTTP context accessor for the session. Have a hidden field just inside the main role. just above the render body to get the username who is logged in. Okay. Now we need um, the CDN.js for the notification. In cdnjs.com, type in the toaster.js. From this one, select the latest. We will use two things, the toaster min.js and the toaster.css. Copy the hyperlinks, copy the script tag. Okay, and we are going to put it in the program's header section. The JS would be in the header and also in the footer, and the CS would be only on the header. Let's compare that. Yes, I shouldn't be missing out on anything. Okay, now notification images, sign in as the image button, middleware, notification accounts controller, user repo, YouTube, everything is good. Layout, sign in. Okay, hope everything is good now. Let's do a save all. Let's build the program. Got one exception. Okay, let me check that up. Hi guys, so I got back on. So the issue was like this controller with views. This was initially here at the beginning, but in fact we have to keep it towards the bottom, and builder.services services.add razor pages post that. So this was not here. So according to one of the YouTubers, I found that solution, so that was working. Now that we have our program running, I have the page up here, and we want to see if I'm trying to log in with a username, is it going to show me on the database or not. Okay, so we have to add some users. I don't have any user, so let's just add a user named Vix 123 department. Okay, IT. So these many users now. Let's go ahead to log in with a username. For example, Rashmi. Oh, it didn't show me. Okay, wait. Okay, I didn't get the connection ID either. Alright, I'll just fix that up. Wait. Okay guys, I think I realized that we don't have the HTTP context accessor in the index.html page, so we need that to show up. Users session here, and also we will be welcoming the user, so we need the same username here. Think I'll have to run it once again. Okay, this one came here. Let's see. We still do not have the connection ID here. Alright, let me try to fix that up. Okay guys, I found out that the notification.js file was not called from the layout because that has some commands which needs to be called. So we are going to stop this program and we will go to the layout section. Towards the bottom we are going to give the reference for notification.js. Let me see if I'm leaving out. Oh yes, I also left out the SignalR. Site.js is there. Wait. Let's check all these three things. These things are referred below this. Okay. Now I hope all things are good. Let's see. And I have put in breakpoints so that when the notification.js would be called, we will have some messages and it will hit our controller. So I'm hoping that it does that. So let's take in Rashmi. 1 2 3 sign in. Okay, sign in continues. Okay, on connected is right now it did hit our thing. Okay, so let's see if I'm going to the inspect section. There is a console and it should show me connected to hub here. So connected to hub is in our notification.js here. Once it's connected to the hub, we should see this message. So we already saw this message. Now it is connected, so it's sending this HF username and it's hitting the controller. Sorry, the notification hub.cs unconnected. Now this one will continue and it will move ahead to save this connection. Okay, we got an error. Connection disconnected with error. Server timed out. Server timed out. Okay. Let's see. Alright, no issues, no issues. We will log it up and we will see. Okay, let's see if we got anything. No, we did not. So let's log out and try back once again. Account user repo. Let's see. Rashmi. Term by care 1 2 3. Why not term by care? No. Connected here. Continue. Continue again. Post debugger. Now we got the connection. Okay, so if we go here now, it should show me. Press the wrong button. Execute, and I got a connection ID. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's check the notification if it's able to receive the notification. Going to put it on the right side and let's try it on this one. Edit here. Username we have got Rashmi. Any message type is personal. Notification would be for today, so I'm going to put the date 2023. Then your DB DD and then the month. I think it's MM then DD. Yep, we got it. Okay. All right, guys. I think it's all working. So let's do few more logins. Let's put in a private window. And here we will have another user. Another user. We have Som. Let's check. Som is for a different team. Let's check two people from the same team. If I'm taking two people from the same team, then it's Vix 1 2 3. Continue, 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 continue. Okay, let's do one thing here. Vix is connected. Let's disable all breakpoints. Now that Vix is connected, let's see how many people are connected here. Alright, perfect. So we got two peoples connected here. We got two people connected, and then if you want to see that Rashmi and Vix are from the same department, IT. So let's have another person. Som, he is from finance. Let's have another person in a private window, not home index, account sign in. And even if I put this much also, it will get me this one. Okay. So we will have Som here. 1 2 3. Now Som is connected. Let's see. We have got three peoples connected. Vix, Som and Rashmi. So Vix and Rashmi are from the same department, while Som is from a different department. Let's see, changing the messages from here. Username, let's say I'm going to send it to Som. Sorry. Okay, so Som received the message any which ways. Okay, so that was a personal message to Som. Now let's do all, and this is type all. Everyone gets this message. Okay, now let's send a department wise message. So let's say username is IT, and message say team IT ready, and this is going to group. This means Vix and Rashmi gets this message. Now Som is from a different team, is from finance team. Let's say you can add a new one, or I can also change that one. Let's say FIN. Only Som should receive that. Okay, so team finance ready, it goes to Som. Alright guys, so I hope everything is working right now, and if you want to see that how many people are logged in the hub connections, you can see that there are three people logged in. Let's log them off one by one. Rashmi is already logged out. Now you can see Rashmi logged off. Som logged out. Now you can see Som logged out. Vix logged out. All of them logged out. Let's close this. Program stopped. Okay guys, so I hope you must have understood. So what we did, Starting from the beginning, let me show you what all things we did in the home controller. We did nothing. Home controller is just as it is. We made changes in the accounts controller. What we did, accounts controller was a new controller that we added, and let me show you one by one. Um, in the application DB context, we created three three tables: TBL user, notification, and hub. TBL user table had these columns: ID and auto-generated username, password, and the department. And hub connection will have a connection ID and a username. All of them are strings, and we have one key value that is the wait, I'll show you models. User. So this is the model section for user table, and this is the model section for notification. Okay, and this is the model section for hub connection. Okay, these three classes are created. Then we set that up in the DB context, and we have on model creating, we will have these few things written up. Basically it's defining the uh, maximum length of the columns, the data type, and the maximum length. Okay, so the other one has nothing. um, DB context part is over. Now in the accounts controller we have the username and the password, which is passed from the sign in form. The sign in form sends us those two values, the ID and the password, and we don't have an HTTP context accessor here. We don't have a session here. So this one simply gives a post request. Sign in gives a post request, and we receive it in the accounts controller. And we are just checking that if this is available, then we will put that in a session. After we put that in a session, we are passing this thing to the home index. In the index part, we will uh, put the inject the session, the context accessor, which is getting us the session name, the username, whoever is there. And also at the same time, on the layout section, we mentioned all the notification JS that's called out in the layout. If you see in the layout part, we have the bootstrap, the site.css, the styles.css. These three things are there by default. It's done automatically when you generate when the project is created. You have to inject the ISTTP context accessor, and you have to also mention this thing in your program.cs. Okay, in the program.cs here. In the dependency injection section, we mentioned all the uh, repositories, their corresponding interfaces, and their class files. Okay, so in the layout section, we injected the HTTP context accessor. We also need the notification .js, because we are going to um, call those methods. So username is called up in the on connected. Once it's logged in, uh, we fire the on connected method, and on connected will by default call this invoke the save user connection from the backend. So that is in the notification hub.cs here. So on connected is called from the notification.js. Okay, and then post that it saves the user connection. So if you see the on connection, it calls the save user connection. Okay, the on connected is launched, and then the save user connection is called up. So on saving the user connection, it will save the user details. Okay, and the disconnected is once the logged out function, it's calling the disconnected thing. Now Okay, so you understood the part wherein the user logs in and the hub connection gets populated, like how many users are connected and on the security ID and the connection ID. Okay. Now these are the things that are taken care of by the notification JS. However, notification JS would not work if you have not mentioned that in the layout section. Okay. Towards the bottom, we mentioned the um, notification JS links and the SignalR JS and the site.js. Okay, those in the script section we give the references of the SignalR JS. That's we right clicked on the project and we used that um, client library. Okay, so and also we are using this Cloudflare's toaster. So we put in the JS on the top and the bottom and the CS on the top only on the header section. We put in a link for the sign out on below the privacy section, and once we click on that one on the logout, it will reach out to the logout section of the accounts controller. So the logout is maintained. And okay, now what happens when we make any changes on the database notification system? So this is calling up our notification.js receive notification and receive personal notification. Okay, so we have these things mentioned in the subscribe table dependency. So this is where the SQL table dependency comes into place. On changed, this event is fired on changed. Okay, so it will check up whether it's an all message or a personal or a group. If it's an all, then it will fire this await notification, send notification to all. If it's a personal, send notification to client, and if it's a group, it will go to the group. Now what happens when we're sending it to a group? It's going to notification hub and it's fetching the notification on group. Okay, so this is something which you might want to have a look at. So send notification to all will use all the clients by default and send them. Notification to client will send a personal message and it will find this person from the hub connections where the username matches that person, and it will send them a personal notification. This is connected to uh, the mm, uh, the CSS, this site.js, and it will figure out if it's a display notification, general notification, then this is the style, personal, this is the style, and group and general are but personal and group are the same. Group notification is an info, general notification is an info. Okay, display group notification. Okay, now in the send notification to group, we are passing it the received personal notification. Why? Because I used a group notification, but it did not work. So wait, I think there was one change here. Okay, yeah, let me tell you what happened was, so I created this group notification, but for some reason it did not work. It did not work. So I used this personal notification inside the notification hub to call up, even if it's a notification to the group. And I you can change the message. That's why it showed the style same as personal notification. And for each person in the hub connection, it is going to send them a message. Now what it's doing here, hub connection has this is the entity framework query for joining the user table with the department, with the hub connections table with the user table to find out which department they are and then push notifications to them. So it's joining two tables. It's joining what is the username that I'm mentioned here, and it's matching the department, and to people whichever are in the department, it was sending the message to them. Okay, so you can have a look at this one. Alright guys, so that is all. I'm going to put the code in GitHub, and I will post the link over there so you can have a look at it. Okay guys, that was all for today, and thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay well, and happy coding. Thank you.